It's Lesson 19, Science 7, and we're finally going to bring closure to our bird beak activity. And later, you'll check your understanding about the ideas we've been uncovering about natural selection. You need a pencil, a blank page in your science journal, and later, the Google form link that's posted on Schoology. But before you go off and do that, let's review some key ideas about natural selection using our bird beak activity. Here's the scenario. We have two varieties of bird living on an island like this. And the island had all the foods that you used for testing yesterday. There's seeds, there's nuts, there's insects, there's fruit, and there's worms. Currently, 50% of the bird population living on the island has beak variety number 1, and the other 50% of the bird population has beak variety number 2. But yesterday, you found out that one of these varieties was better adapted. Which one? So here's my question to you. How will the bird population evolve over time? Take a moment to answer this on a blank page in your science journal. Use the key ideas related to natural selection. Come on, this is a really good review. Push yourself to do this. You need to hold yourself accountable for your learning. Pause this screencast and write out your explanation now. So here's a possible explanation. You might have said, the population will evolve so that most of the birds will have a beak variety that looks like this. This is because birds of this variety of beak are better adapted to capture food. Since we saw that this variety ate more, well, then they survived more and they reproduced more. And they passed on this genetic trait to their offspring. Over multiple rounds of breeding, many of the birds on the island will have this kind of beak. How does your explanation compare? Remember, you had the data from yesterday that let you know which one was better adapted. In this particular activity, in this scenario, the environmental pressure is the food supply that exists on the island. And based on that food supply, a certain bird variety may have done better than the other, as you saw in your data. This is just like when we discussed Darwin's finches. When soft seeds were plentiful, smaller beaks did better. But when hard seeds were more plentiful, big beaks did better. Now for today, you're going to check your understanding about evolution by taking a 10-question Google form. I want you to take your time and read the questions carefully. I might even suggest reading the questions out loud to yourself and then talking through the answer choices, which ones are correct and which ones aren't. It's just you, no one else is around. Talk out the questions and what you believe to be the best answer. If you need your science journal, you can use it. Feel free. We have plenty of activities that you can use to refresh your memory. Until tomorrow, keep thinking, keep learning, and if you're bored, engineer and test some other kinds of bird beaks.